we started off with a zero-based budgeting process with all of our departments. We wanted to use ARPA funds for one-time expenses, major capital projects, right? We received about $8.2 million. The $3 million is nearly spent down. We have roughly in the neighborhood of $700,000. We just finished the procurement of 451 Elm Street, and we have approximately $3.2 million remaining of the Bristol County. What you're going to see in the next meeting or two from the administration come before you a proposal to put the Allen Avenue School and property up for sale. We did receive about $5.5 million in free cash this year, and we're still in the strategy discussions with town council about that. So the significant events that we saw in 24 so far, right, and again, this is not over, right? One, we don't have the governor's budget, right, but you did hear 9C cuts. They're tracking about $750 million short over the past few months, and that's why you saw the governor announce yesterday the 9C cuts. Does it stop there? I don't know, but I think we should be prepared in the event that it goes into something other than earmarks. Inflation we see still continue to hamper and impact a number of projects that we have. It's simply put, the cost of doing business for any project is starting to go up. PFAS mitigation, again, ongoing. The Adamsdale well is complete, and that's online. That was confirmed by Mark Hollowell, our DPW director. The McKeon Water Treatment Plant is under construction, and this is continuing to move forward. But we are still seeing some supply chain issues in these specific parts. There's a big demand for PFAS mitigation, but also we're continuing to push and ask for support from both our local and our federal elected officials. Again, the 10 Mile River, it's always been on our mind. We are using a current federal earmark for some design work on our portion. Mark Hollowell's team, working with Plainville, they have started work on the 152-106 Kelly Boulevard project. You may have received a recent notification that a 40B was taking place, and this is on Draper Avenue. Because we are not in safe harbor, the developer can bypass the planning board and go right into the zoning board of appeals. Right now, we're completely in line with the reduced number of permits that we had last year. We're seeing signals now that the Federal Reserve may in fact loosen, those interest rates up in the coming year. The average MLS sell price for a home in North Attleboro is now $636,000. It's a decreasing number of home sales. We've had a 25% decreasing. It's a very limited number of homes on the market. They're selling at asking or higher. Right? And this is driving up the problem. Trucks and SUV are up 15, passenger cars are up 3%, overall 12. So as of the result of the recap this year, new growth, we had forecast at $600,000, and we squeaked in at $615,000. Normally we've exceeded our expectation, by more than $15,000, but this one was tough. It was coming down to the very end, recalculating, making sure we had all the numbers correct. But new growth came in at $615,000. $7.6 million of the budget, right? We've collected 2.5 of that, so we're at 33%. No issues. Even though that's, if we were, again, it should be right around 42%, right? Closer to 50 in January. No issues here because there are no departments that I am concerned with in the execution of their budget. Nobody's running extremely hot. Stabilization. So we had the question earlier about where some of the account balances are. Right now, the town is sitting on $15,913,830 what I would call ready available reserves. In summary for 24, I have an optimistic outlook that the town is well positioned in a strong financial position, right, to be able to do it.
Disappointing the fire HQ is paused. I think it's understandable given all the potential capital costs and borrowing that might have to happen in the future. I think it's also worth noting just that fact that we're going to be able to build a new senior center, just part of a new regional food distribution center, and pay for an additional $3 million a year in tri-county costs starting next year on our budget without having to go to the public for more money. Is a huge win for the town. And I think puts us in a good position. That let's think about the new high school next, right? That new or renovated high school next. What we're doing right now is a pretty big accomplishment.